And now, live in studio, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes.
And yes, here we are again another day, committed to being your consumer advocate. We want to help you win in your buying decisions, make you more street smart here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Save our hotline number in your phone at some point. You may need it. We love it when people reach out. We've had a lot of great calls recently from people wanting advice on different areas, reaching out, wanting to talk to Diane Vance about getting pre-approved for a mortgage. William Crowley, the credit magician. Several of our attorneys as well are giving out great information here on the program. Frank Miranda in the real estate space. We've got great attorneys associated with the program. Solar, we've getting calls about solar as well with Justin, and just a great opportunity to reach out and support the local economy here, so support the local businesses associated with the Consumer Quarterback Show. Reach out 813-750-0550. You can call or text 813-750-0550. That's an off-air number. And make sure you check out consumerqb.com. You can see links there to all of our expert contributors, the finest folks in all of Tampa Bay and the Gulf Coast region of Florida that we've assembled, we've vetted, and we bring on the program to help you understand your buying decisions, avoid those scams out there, and of course that commission-based advice that is so prevalent out everywhere. You're finding it, whether it's online, it might be clickbait online, but also, of course, in person as well. You're seeing it as well. And I want to give a shout out to our show partner here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, Veteran Gutters, Brandon Porter and his team. They do such a great job. American-made product right here in the good old U.S. of A. Veteran Gutters, Brandon Porter. If you're looking to add gutters onto your home or business, reach out to Brandon and support the Consumer Quarterback Show partners here, Veteran Gutters, longtime friends of the Consumer Quarterback Show. And we like to feature our real estate listings as well. We've got a great listing here on the program. Want to feature this property at 10222 Meadow Crossing. This is a large home up in the New Tampa area. Beautiful property, Corey Lake Isles area, 3,500 square feet, 5 bedrooms, 4 bath, 3-car garage, corner lot, brand new roof, theater room and gym, smart home technology, 40 solar panels as well. This property has 40 solar panels already in place and security cameras, screen, balcony, and lanai. Great opportunity to own real estate right here in beautiful Tampa Bay. And we also have a great opportunity here in Tampa Bay at 117 14th Street in Bel Air. This is a $1 million listing of mine. Beautiful property on the beach. Single family home, double lot, 117 14th Street in Bel Air, 4 bedrooms, 3 bath, 2,776 square feet, private pool, kitchen is gourmet. It's a great opportunity to build and have beautiful dinners at your property here as well. Jetted bathtub, temperature-controlled wine closet, covered lanai, and it's just minutes from Bel Air Beach. And you can literally walk to the end of the street and access the Gulf of Mexico right there. You can see all of our listings at platinummvpteam.kw.com.
This is God's country.
All right, let's welcome in Clyde Smith, General Manager, Bilmar Beach Resort. Hey, Clyde.
Hey, Brandon, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well, my friend. And yourself?
Good. We are doing very well. Actually, finally getting a little bit of a break here with beaches a little slower this time of year with all the kids going back to school. But we're looking forward to the upcoming Labor Day weekend, which is going to be a nice time here on Treasure Island.
Yeah, Labor Day weekend is kind of the next big thing, the next big holiday. It's interesting how this time of year kind of affects different industries and businesses. It's you mentioned a little bit of a lull, slow down somewhat. Same thing happens in real estate. I've got a lot of my sellers, especially if you just get them into a position where we're marketing the property and we're kind of going live. It's a little bit of a slow time. People are transitioning. They're back to school, back to work, and it's kind of or maybe taking that last ditch, that last vacation. So it's an interesting time of this year.
Yeah, we are still hoping to get some of our residents in here on the weekend. So we've got that special resident rate. That's now our website's a little different now. You just have to click on the deals tab that's up at the top, and that brings down all of the qualified discounts. And certainly our locals are always welcome to come and be at the beach weekday or weekend, and that's the best place to go on that BilmarBeachResort.com, and then just drop on the deals tab, and you see all different options. We take care of our seniors, our long-term stays, and certainly our Florida residents.
Very cool. I love that. Now, a lot of talk this year about red tide. It seems like it's a recurring theme. What are you seeing on your end?
Well, thank goodness it is looking so much better now. We had a pretty good-sized storm last week, and it pushed it north and west. So our beaches are perfectly clean. The county and city did a great job keeping, what few fish we had. We really didn't have the big fish kills on Treasure Island, thank goodness. So it's pretty much gone now. There's a place anyone can look. It's called beachesupdate.com, and it just drops Pinellas County down. And majority of all of our beaches, some of the islands up to the north, have a little bit on them now, but all the rest are showing green flags right now. So that's great news for all of us.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So that's a website that's dedicated to tracking the red tide?
It is. Visit St. Pete Clearwater. Put that out there right when this started this year. So they learned a lot of that 2018 red tide, and you can really tell. I've been very proud, and shout out to, again, the county commissioners and the here on Treasure Island. Our city has done a great job managing it this year. And really, guests were not that affected. We had a few days that you could, smell something in the air, but generally it was nothing like previous years. Certainly media makes it look like it's a little more, and if someone does have a respiratory problem, you do want to be careful. And we've been extremely flexible with all of our guests. If someone doesn't, feel comfortable with it, then, we waive any cancel policy or let them check out early if that's what they want. But there really wasn't much of that because it was not that bad this year.
Yeah, that's great. Good to hear. And we're talking with Clyde Smith here, as the general manager of the Bilmar Beach Resort on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Our beach update coming from Clyde Smith, longtime friend of the program. And yeah, it's such a cool place just to visit. I mean, you've got Treasure Island, you've got some attractions in the area. I'm a member of Freedom Boat Club, so when I go down and I travel, for example, I had a couple of weeks off this last couple of weeks, and when I travel, I have the boat there with me pretty much, as a membership. So Freedom Boat Club is right down the road from you there as well, Clyde. You can enjoy the
and there's such good boating in this area between going out in the Gulf on the calmer days and then all the intercoastal, and you can go right up to several restaurants. You can just go right up and dock to, like Caddy's, just north of us. And, John's Pass, there's plenty of dockage there. It's really a fun area, land and sea.
Yeah, it really is. Such a good time. Good things to do, fun things to do, and just a great time to relax and kind of get out there and enjoy the family time. Talk about some of the amenities that you have. I mean, there's just like a never-ending list of amenities and things to do right on site as well.
There is. We're so fortunate to have the two restaurants. Waves, our fun zone, that now has a pool table and weekend entertainment. We have a great band every Friday and Saturday night. Then we got Sloppy Joe's on the beach, one of the largest restaurants on the beach. 4 different outdoor decks, so lots of space to eat outside and inside with some fun Key West-looking decor. And we have a fairly new chef in there. He rolled out a brand new breakfast menu that is unbelievable, probably the best shrimp and grits I've ever had, and that's coming from a shrimp and grit aficionado. And lots of other things. He's got his new lunch menu coming out real soon also to add some special things for lunch and dinner. So that's good. We also have the 2 pools, which is always nice. If you prefer shade, you go to one pool in the morning and then the other in the afternoon, but that gives people an option to be right beachfront or be in the more quiet courtyard area. And we've got the workout facility. Do have a Peloton bike there. Great 4,000 square foot sun deck. We're getting ready to, that's our next renovation coming up, is to really spruce that up, put some more games up there, and just really good family areas. And then out on the beach, of course, we've got beautiful Treasure Island Beach. It's one of the largest beaches in the area. So there's plenty of room for everything, including the festivals we have out there. We're going to be doing a concert on the Sunday of Labor Day right out behind Sloppy Joe's. So that'll be a really good time. Of course, they do live entertainment every day of the week at Sloppy Joe's. So we made that commitment this year, and it's paying off. The locals are enjoying it as well as our visitors.
So you're gonna have a concert on the beach there behind Sloppy Joe's?
On the beach, yeah. We put them right back there where the games normally are on the beach back there. Put a little stage down, and the Josh Felding Band is going to be playing from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Nice,
and
that's awesome.
It's going to be a really good time. We did that over Memorial Day and had a great turnout. Chef Bill's going to have his amazing ribs and brisket out there. So it's going to be a barbecue fun and watermelon and all the fixings.
Nice. That's awesome. So over at on Labor Day, Go and check out Clyde Smith, General Manager, Bilmar Beach Resort. They've got 2 pools on site, Sloppy Joe's Beach Bar, restaurant, waves as well. And you can go visit Turbo down at the beach side as well, down by the beach.
Absolutely. Turbo's down there doing a great job keeping people happy with cabanas and all of that. So, yeah, he and Leela do a great job down there. They're basically family with us.
Yeah,
so
it's such a good time.
People will come over. It's a good time. Labor Day is not the busiest of weekends, so you get all the activities, but it's not quite as crowded as like 4th of July, which was a terrific 4th of July this year. We have some families that have been coming for over 40 years. They come back every 4th of July and have some of that over Labor Day also.
Wow,
and
that's
we're
super
looking
cool.
forward to our Canadian friends starting to come down. That'll be a great return for us.
Nice. Some Canadians coming down as well?
Yes, there's a couple of new airlines that are flying in. Right into Pie, new Swoop airline is going to do nonstop from Hamilton, Ontario, and from Toronto, Ontario.
Very
so that
cool.
will make it that much easier for our northern friends to come on back down to Florida. I think it's time to open up and let them in.
Yeah, absolutely. I think so. Our governor's doing a great job opening things up and keeping it open. And free state of Florida, people love it. And
yeah.
Going over
we
to the
do
beach.
still have protocols out there, though. Just keep, making sure people stay safe. We still have some barriers up at the front desk, and we limit the going into the guest room while it's occupied, and we're still very conscious that people are being careful, and we're right there with them. But
Yep.
you still have a great time, and outdoors is a place to be, and that's what we offer.
That's right. Book directly online. Don't go through one of those search engine type scenarios, right, Clyde?
Absolutely. You definitely get the best rates by going directly online to BilmarBeachResort.com. And then, as I mentioned, just type in that deals offer, and it brings you up. There's advanced purchase, which saves you some money. You're just committed to your trip. Or there's book direct is great. And if you're in this listening area, you probably can take advantage of the resident rate, which is usually one of the best rates out there.
Awesome. All right, my friend. Thanks for joining us on the Consumer Quarterback Show, Clyde. We'll see you next time.
Thank you for having me on. Have a great week.
All right, my pleasure. You as well. All right, coming up, we got Shane Socash joining us. Shane is the owner of David Reynolds Jewelry and Coin. Got some interesting stories coming for you, and also some I call it alternative investment opportunities, where basically, hey, you're looking for a place to put your money and potential for buying gold, precious metals, some of those types of things, maybe adding that to your retirement plan, or maybe you want to design some jewelry, get some jewelry designed for your loved one. Reach out. We'd love to talk to you here. We're going to come right back with Shane Socash, David Reynolds Jewelry and Coin on the Consumer Quarterback Show. We'll be right back.
Hey, I'm Ken Shamrock, and you're here with Consumer Quarterback Show. And I say, Brandon Rhymes, knock out your competition.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
My friends, when choosing a listing agent to sell your home, their track record is critically important. Dennis Prager here for Brandon and Lindsay Rhymes, owners of Platinum MVP Team at Keller Williams Real Estate. They're consistently rated by the MLS in the top 1% of all Tampa Bay realtors, and that's a big deal. Brandon and Lindsay are always among the top realtors in the state. Call them today at 813-750-0550.
Find them at platinummvpteam.kw.com.
Selling commercial or residential property? Don't leave money on the table. List with the Platinum MVP Team at Keller Williams Realty. I'm Brandon Rhymes. Reach me at 813-670-7372 or platinummvpteam.com.
My name is James DeJerome, and I produce the Consumer Quarterback Show for Brandon Rhymes. The Consumer Quarterback Show is a team, a group of like-minded professionals who partner together to provide our audience sound advice, knowledge, and information to make them wiser consumers. We work with all types of business owners and aggressively promote our local economy. We're currently conducting interviews for our expert contributors. If you own a business or know someone who would benefit from the exposure our show provides, please contact us at 813-750-0550 or online at consumerqb.com.
You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
And we're back. Brandon Rhymes here. Consumer Quarterback Show, Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty, helping you win in your real estate deals. If you're buying, selling, or investing, of course, we would love to talk to you. We're a top 1% ranked real estate team here in Tampa Bay. Out of 25,000 realtors, we are in the top 1%. So we'd love to talk to you if you're buying, selling, or investing here in Tampa Bay. And I want to give a shout out to Chad Irrigation, Victor and his team over at Chad Irrigation. They do such a great job here in Tampa Bay. They did a great job on my home, and I would highly recommend Chad Irrigation, Victor and his team. They can help you add irrigation to your real estate properties, whether you're accessing a pond or a lake or even just a well. Chad Irrigation, longtime friends of the Consumer Quarterback Show. All right, we'd like to feature our real estate listings live on air here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, the Platinum MVP team listings here. So let's talk about a couple of our hot properties available here in Tampa Bay. 1200 Gulf Boulevard, number 1805. This is a great opportunity to own a beautiful condo on the 18th story of the building. This is a resort-style living opportunity. $2.6 million listing of mine. Gorgeous beachfront penthouse. And you've got almost 4,000 square feet of living area, 3-bedroom suites, office, 2 Gulf side balconies. You also have balconies on the Gulf side and the intercoastal, so you have almost a 360-degree view. Garage, parking spaces, of course, storage, and again, resort-style amenities here at 1200 Gulf Boulevard. Now, this is located in Clearwater Beach on Sand Key, right across the street from the Marriott. Great opportunity to own real estate right here in beautiful Tampa Bay. We also have a property at 11724 122nd Street in Avenue in Largo, 132nd Avenue in Largo it is. 1 acre of land in Pinellas County. So if you notice in Pinellas County, there's not much land available. So this is a great opportunity for builder developers here in Tampa Bay, entrepreneurs, maybe buy and hold type scenario. But you've got 2 single-family structures on this acre of land in Pinellas County at 11724 132nd Avenue in Largo. Now, you got a 1,200 square foot property, 3-bedroom, 1 bath. You also have another structure, 730 square feet, 2-bedroom, 1 bath. So you've got 2 built-in income properties while you're building and developing your property, whatever you want to build there, and going through your zoning processes with the county. You can see all of our listings at platinummvpteam.kw.com. All right, let's go to the phone lines here. We got Shane Socash on the line, owner, David Reynolds Jewelry and Coin. Welcome back to the show, Shane.
Hey, Brandon. How's it going?
I'm doing well, thank you. And yourself?
I'm doing fantastic.
Good to hear it, my friend. What's happening on your end?
Oh, it was a bloodbath on metals this week. It's the first significant kind of setback that we've really seen since, the early part of 2020. Again, it seems to defy logic. You have a situation where metals are in high demand and there are shortages of them, and yet the price is going down. It hasn't seemed to change anyone's pattern. People are, I think it triggered more buying. We're seeing very little selling from the public. They're doubling down on it, and I think they feel, again, like it can only be held back for so long.
Right. Yeah, I would tend to think so. It seems like there's going to be some bumps in any type of a graph. If you look back at stock markets, you look at real estate markets, there's going to be some bumps here and there. But I think the long-term play, when you look at precious metals, whether it's gold, silver, platinum, and even some of the others, you look at the need and the utility of these metals, also from a perspective of where our country's going and the world's going, rather, for technology. Because a lot of these metals are used in creating technology, smartphones, other devices.
Absolutely, yeah. We see in electronics and the non-tarnishing and non-corroding properties of the metals, of the precious metals, silver, platinum, gold, will always be used in high-dollar technology. Probably space, definitely space, and possibly even things like electric cars and that type of thing. And then, definitely. Components in even smartphones and those tie-in computers are plated, at least. So, I agree. I think that's definitely something to look at. And I was doing some research also, and I think there's ways that, let's say somebody out there, they have a
some type of a retirement plan. You've got your IRAs, different types of plans, but you can roll over. You can pull money out, for example, and put it into precious metals, and I believe you can. Legally escape, we'll say, tax implications by doing that. Have you seen that or heard about that?
So you're talking about physical gold being held in an IRA. I have done it over the years. It's not something I've done recently. They're specific. Like, you don't get to keep it. So like we would find, and I wouldn't keep it. So it'd be the type of thing I would provide and sell, but it would have to be held in an approved kind of
escrow or
yeah, I guess so, but it's physically held in another location, so like you don't have access to it.
Interesting. Okay, so there's always some rules and strings associated with these types of scenarios, it seems.
Yep, absolutely. I've only had a handful of people over the years actually jump through all the hoops to make that happen.
Yeah. Yeah, it's people are looking more and more, I believe, especially, here we go. We have our great elected officials in D.C. Looking at another multi-trillion-dollar package where it's going to water down our currency even more and take the purchasing power from the middle class, of course, the lower class, and, a lot of the elites are going to see gains from that. So you have multi-trillion-dollar so-called infrastructure plan in place. Long story short, comes down to less purchasing power, and also people are looking at precious metals. They're looking at investments even into jewelry, and you do some awesome jewelry design over there as well.
Yeah, we do. We're, full service. So everything from complete custom jobs to renovations and restorations of pieces, to just common everyday ring sizing. You have an engagement ring and you need to have it sized up or down. We do all of these things. We have 6 full-time jewelers under our humble roof here in St. Pete.
That's awesome. Great location as well. Again, another example of how this show works is it's a consumer advocate-based program, and we support local companies, so the local economy right here in Tampa Bay. Shows Shane Socash, David Reynolds Jewelry and Coin, right on Central Avenue, I believe it was, right there in Pinellas County, St. Pete.
Absolutely.
So a short drive from pretty much anywhere in our listening audience. You can go in, support a local company and a contributor to the Consumer Quarterback Show, and have jewelry designed. And then also, Shane, I heard there was an interesting story you had. There's some opportunities out there. I mean, they're kind of few and far between, but when you find pennies and you find these other types of things, you might not know what you have in your pocket, right, or your piggy bank.
Yeah, we've had 2 situations recently that made me think of the show. We had a gentleman came in. He had walked up from the neighborhood. He certainly was underprivileged. He didn't seem to have a lot to his name, and he came in and he put a penny down on the tray and said, "What will you give me for this?" And this happens, all the time. And typically, it's you have a penny, you can just spend it. It's not something that has any value. Well, this particular gentleman found this penny on the ground. It was clear at one point it had probably been run over, had sat on the ground for a while. It was an 1877 Indian cent. Wow. The Indian cent line is there's lots of them out there, and they're 25 cents a piece. The one that he had happened to be quite rare, and he had a $200 coin, and we made his day. He was quite happy when he left.
Wow.
Yeah, so things like that still happen out there, and it's nice to see.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. That's interesting. I remember growing up, I would collect coins. I didn't know what I had. I probably should pull that out of the safe and find it and see if I've got some golden treasures there. But Shane, can you stay with us here for a little bit more on the other side of the break?
Yeah, I sure can.
All right, awesome. So more with Shane Socash here when we come back. David Reynolds Jewelry and Coin, plus our feel-good story of the day. Target to pay 100% of college tuition and textbooks for employees. We'll be right back after this short break. Don't touch that dial.
This is Chris Voss, former FBI lead hostage negotiator and owner of the Black Swan Group, and you're listening to Consumer Quarterback Show hosted by my friend Brandon Rhymes.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
All right, halfway point.
Brandon,
yeah, I can hear you.
We can keep going.
Brandon, can you hear me?
Is that Jose?
Yeah.
All right, he's back.
Fred's on the line. He wanted to ask you a quick question before we resume, please.
Yeah, hey, Fred.
Hey, welcome back.
Thanks, buddy.
I was going to mention Bobby Bowden. I didn't know if anybody else mentioned Bobby Bowden. I didn't want to be redundant. Obviously, you probably knew Bobby fairly well, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, definitely. You could mention Bobby Bowden.
Bowden. Am I saying it right, Bowden?
Bowden, yeah. You said Bowden or something, I think. Bobby
Well,
Bowden. At least
want?
that's how I said it.
I'm from Philadelphia. What do you want? Where were you? Where'd you go on vacation?
The first half was Southwest Florida down in Cape Coral. Did some boating, Freedom Boat Club stuff down in South Florida.
Nice.
And then I went to Dallas last week for a marketing mastermind.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. How's things in Dallas?
Sorry, gentlemen. Let's. I got the
Dallas was
clearance
great,
to continue here, so let's continue.
Fred, I'm going to bring you on. I'm going to introduce you, and then that way, if Shane, if you have some stuff to throw in there with Shane, you always have some witty stuff to comment.
Okay.
So we got Shane Socash, David Reynolds Jewelry and Coin.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You're listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
All right, we're back. Brandon Rhymes here, Consumer Quarterback Show, powered by the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. We'd love to help you win in your real estate deals. If you're buying, selling, or investing, we would love to talk to you right here in Tampa Bay. And of course, the market is one in which folks, it's kind of tough when the sellers say, "Oh, wow, it's a seller's market." Everybody knows it's a seller's market, and then it creates a dynamic when you're talking to sellers, and of course, buyers are often suffering from that, and that's one of the things I see as well with these hedge funds. These big hedge funds coming in, buying up properties, the BlackRock, this rock, that one, and this one. So what happens is it creates a challenge for the veteran, for the first-time home buyer. It creates a challenge for those folks that are family and trying to get into home ownership. So what we want to do is we want to help you if you're in that position and you're having a hard time getting your offer accepted because of this market, this scarcity that we have, again, created by the unprecedented times of the pandemic. We want to help you with that. And there's certain things that we can do, certain strategies that we employ. And of course, I can't give away all the secret sauce here over the air, but if you reach out, you work with us, Brandon and Lindsay Rhymes, Platinum MVP team. We got a great team that we are experts in the area, of course, certified negotiation expert and also feng shui certified when it comes to buying on that side as well. We can help you structure the deal to win. There's certain things we do to help get deals and offers accepted. Now, a lot of folks are dealing with strategies and problems with that. So we'd love to talk to you. Reach out to the hotline, 813-750-0550. You can call or text, and we'll put you in touch with our 50-plus show partners, 80 different categories of consumer advocate content and advice right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Reach out, 813-750-0550. That's the hotline. On my cell phone. You can call the cell phone. It's an off-air number, and we would love to help you with that. ConsumerQB.com, ConsumerQB.com. You can see links there to all of our expert contributors. So we're going to go back to Shane Socash here, David Reynolds Jewelry and Coin, and we also have Fred Muth on the line. Now I'm going to bring in Fred as well because he is great at adding value to conversations. He always chimes in with some interesting topics. So welcome back to the show, Shane.
Hey there.
And Fred Muth, you there, my friend?
Yes, I am. I'm lost for words this time. See?
You're lost for words this time.
You're opening your mouth too soon.
That'll be a first. So yeah, we're gonna talk with Shane here, but and then later in the program, Fred Muth on the program as well. Plus, we have our feel good story of the day as well. The target to pay 100% of college tuition and textbooks for employees. So every day we tell you something good in our feel good stories here. So I want to go back to Shane. So Shane, we were talking, about some of the precious metals, some of the investment opportunities. And just things that you offer at your location there in Central Avenue, St. Petersburg, Pinellas County, David Reynolds Jewelry and Coin. What else you got going on over there?
Well, so I had one other story that kind of happened. I've been paying attention closer as these things pop up. We had a mother and daughter come in end of last week, and the mother had put together a bunch of her junk jewelry, and she had said to her daughter, if you don't take what you want and the rest gets thrown away. And the daughter said, no, you got to take that, bring it all to David Reynolds. You're not throwing any of that away. And she said, it's a waste of time. It's all junk. I looked through it. I know that it's all junk. So I'm just going to pitch it. Take what you want. And so they came in. The mother came in begrudgingly, and she was kind of miffed at her daughter. And by the time we had gotten done, it was $800 worth of old gold and things that she literally was going to throw away. And so she was very sweet to her daughter and apologized and thanked her. So,
wow, that's a great story, man. The junk, the junk jewelry, and then I always think of like it seems like everybody has a junk drawer. You got that junk drawer, that kind of that catch-all at home. It seems like, you never know what might be in there, and some stuff too you just forgot to return. You were supposed to return it, or maybe you got some gift cards that you never used in gift cards. But junk jewelry, that's an interesting story right there.
Yep, we see all types of things like that. So.
What about you, Fred? You got any junk jewelry out there?
Well, my wife, she says, she looks at the garage and she looks at me. She says, why can't you just have a junk drawer?
Yeah, the garage takes over, right? You need more room for it.
Yeah, well, I got the classic car problem,
Oh,
me
there
too.
you go. I forgot. Yeah, you love you got the classic cars.
I got some myself.
What are you saving in your garage, Shane?
Oh, we could talk about this all day. My apologies, Brandon. I'm a Volkswagen guy, so 50s and 60s Volkswagens are my flavor.
Wow, you got to say it right, Volkswagen.
Yeah, exactly.
Volkswagen. Hey, they're nice little cars. I've never had one in my collection, but you never know.
Well, I think too, more and more people are looking at, again, that's another alternative area to put your money. Right now people are looking to hedge against what's happening with the dollar. We had Thomas King on yesterday's show, and people are even just buying up extra ammunition. They're like, hey, if it comes down to it, I'll sell this. This is valuable. So people are looking for alternative ways to hedge against what's happening with the American dollar right now, with all the printing of the money, the quantitative easing, and these rounds and rounds of trillions of dollars. I think it's interesting too to point out, when you think about, when you break it down into millions, billions, and trillions, right? A lot of people we can't really grasp that unless we're as human beings, we're visual people. I feel like storytelling, obviously, when you tell a story, it helps paint the picture. That's how we learn a lot of things. That's the psychology behind how the brain works. But think about this, for example, Tony Robbins' Business Mastery. I went to his courses back in 2010. I traveled all the way to Fiji and studied his Business Mastery course. Business Mastery in 2010. Chet Holmes was there. It was a great opportunity, great time, and also Walked on Fire in 2009. Did the whole deal. But he had an interesting take. It said, a million seconds ago was something like 3 to 4 weeks back, 3 or 4 weeks, maybe months. Okay, a billion seconds ago was something like 40 or 50 years back.
Wow.
Okay, a trillion seconds ago was before Christ.
Wow.
Okay, so think about it: weeks, months, maybe years, but we're talking about all the way before Christ. So we're spending all this money in trillions, which people don't really comprehend, and they don't even read these bills that they pass. So that's why Congress has a less than 10% approval rating. But what does that all mean? Why am I saying that? I'm saying it because people are looking for alternative places to put their money. Real estate, precious metals, even classic cars, ammunition, whatever. They're looking for alternative places to put their money, Shane.
Yep, classic car is the other precious metal.
There you go.
Right. As long as it's still made of metal. You know, the new ones are not made of metal, some of them. So you got to be careful.
Yeah, that's right. If they don't have a carburetor, right?
Right, a carburetor. People say, "What's a carburetor?" Hey, you know, whatever. If you can see it, feel it, and touch it, you know, basically it's a good investment as long as you buy it at the right price. You know,
right.
At least you can control your investment.
Yeah.
As opposed to dealing with brokers and stockbrokers, and you know, not that I'm putting them down, but you know, they have control of your money. Whereas if you can purchase tangible products so that you know will continue to appreciate in value, you can save them and know what your investment is.
Yep, absolutely. So the investment side of things, Shane, tell us where you're located and how they can reach you and support the David Reynolds Jewelry and Coin location.
Well, we're on Central Avenue since 1971. Currently, or since 1981, we're at 4009 Central Avenue in St. Pete, and we're going to be here another 20 years at least.
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. And online, they can find you online?
Yep, David Reynolds, jewelryandcoin.com.
Awesome. All right, Shane, thanks so much for joining us. Greatly appreciate it, my friend.
Take care.
All right, you too. All right, let's take a quick break here. When we come back, I'm going to jump into our feel-good story of the day about Target paying college tuition and also dive deeper with Fred Mute. Tampa Screens and Aluminum. Contractors are the front line a lot of times when the consumers are interacting in business. So the contractors, Fred Muth has some really good tips on how to vet contractors, how to work with contractors, and he also represents one of the best in the area, Tampa Screens and Aluminum, here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back, right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
This is Warwick Dunn, and you're listening to the Real Estate Quarterback Show, hosted by my man, Brandon Rhymes.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
This is Diane Vance with Fairway Independent Mortgage, a member of the Consumer Quarterback Show. Please give me a call for any of your mortgage needs. We do all sorts of loans. If you would like information on a mortgage, you can text me or call me at 727-647-8199. I will take care of all your mortgage needs. Go to my website at dianevance.com.
Ian Beckles here with my man Brandon Rhymes, a.k.a. the Real Estate Quarterback. Brandon, what's happening with the market?
Thanks, Ian. We are in a low inventory market, so any of our listeners are homeowners and would like a free comparable market analysis or a 2.5% listing, we will honor this for the first 3 listeners who call or text in 813-773-1253. Free CMA and a 2.5% real estate listing at 813-773-1253. Check out consumerqb.com. Selling commercial or residential property? Don't leave money on the table. List with the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. I'm Brandon Rhymes. Reach me at 813-670-7372 or platinummvpteam.com.
You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, helping you win in any marketplace, helping our sellers profit more on the sale of their real estate properties. We like to feature our real estate listings live on air to help our sellers sell faster for more money and drive multiple offers in many cases. 909 15th Avenue Southwest in Largo. This is a great opportunity, again, in Pinellas County, one of the hottest real estate markets in the entire state of Florida and the southeast region for that matter. 909 15th Avenue Southwest. You got 1,300 plus square feet here, 2-bedroom, 1-bath, located in the heart of Largo. Largo is just a great little area, great city right in Pinellas County, centrally located, close to the beaches. 17 solar panels, smart thermostat, backyard sheds, roof, and you've got also water heater as well, powered by a solar power. So great opportunity to own real estate right here in Tampa Bay. 909 15th Avenue in Largo. Tile flooring throughout as well. And also 202 Southwest Shore Boulevard. This is a vacant lot. I've got lots of vacant land for sale, about 12 or 15 vacant parcels of land. I've got 5 acres out in East Hillsborough County, 41 acres in Pasco County, 5 acres for development in the Dale Mabry area of Tampa. Prime opportunity. But this is also a South Tampa lot here, 202 Southwest Shore Boulevard in Tampa. Build your dream home on this corner lot location, or potentially change the zoning to commercial. 8,100 square foot lot, Beach Park, South Tampa neighborhood, Coleman, Plant High School District, close to downtown, Hyde Park, museums and top medical facilities. West Shore Plaza within walking distance. So that's why I say it might be a conversion deal for a commercial, could be a doctor's office, something along those lines, professional services. Great opportunities here in Tampa Bay. You can see all of our real estate listings at platinummvpteam.kw.com. Somewhere sunny and 75. All right, every day we'd like to tell you something good here on the program. Tell me something good. All right, so interesting here. Target has partnered with education and upskilling platform Guild Education to offer employees debt-free college degrees. Target Corporation announced Wednesday that it would pay for the full cost of its employees, and they offer that to more than 340,000 full-time and part-time employees. That's a lot of people to put through this program, and it seems like they've reacted to what Walmart announced. Walmart also announced that it would pay 100% of college tuitions and books for its part-time and full-time employees. So kind of the competition there amongst the giants. So it's interesting to see how that's playing out. Target is investing $200 million in the program over the next 4 years. Target employs team members at every single stage to help them develop their skills, whether they're in for a year or a career. So that's the quote from Target. So that's cool. I'm cool with that as long as it's not going to schools and colleges that are pushing a lot of these new age, a lot of the leftist ideas that so many colleges are kind of overcome with now. So I'm cool with that. How about, also there's an argument for investing in trades. I'm big on the trades, big on investing in, the plumbing. We have a lack of supply in the, I call it the muscular class. Fred Muth, Tampa Screens and Aluminum here. There's a lack of labor force in the muscular class. The plumbers, the electricians, the tradesmen, the contractors. There's so many good jobs to be had there as well, Fred.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. The permits are starting to come through a little quicker right now, and we're still behind on the labor and materials. Labor is a tremendous factor.
Fred, can you dig into your phone mic there a little bit better? Closer.
Yeah, I'm going to try. I'm driving.
Okay.
I'm heading up to a job site. If it's still too bad, let me know.
Okay, so we got Fred Muth, Tampa Screens and Aluminum on the program, and a lot of times what he talks about is of course the product is amazing. John, would you put up his website so I can talk a little bit about the product? But he's got these screen rooms that he can add. It's lanais, it's patio, whatever you want to call it. We kind of deemed a new word for it as like the in-between space. So you have a beautiful home, you've got the pool area out back, maybe you live on a lake or a river, but Tampa Screens and Aluminum, Fred can help you add these in-between spaces, and they've got some new technology. The engineering is such that you don't have to have as many verticals as traditionally you would. So, maybe an older screened-in pool or lanai, you'd see a lot more vertical of the metal, the aluminum that goes up. But they've got some really unique design now to where you have screened enclosures in Tampa, Florida, and they're just a great longtime friend of the program. North Florida Avenue is their actual location here in Tampa Bay, but pool and spa enclosures, lots of things that you can do to add on to the home. And Fred was on the line. I'm not sure if he's still traveling. Fred, I'm going to try you back again. Hey, Fred, are you there?
Yeah, I am. I can hear you well.
Okay, good. Yeah, I think you cleared up a little bit there. So talk a little bit about some of the challenges in the industry. Is supply chain still a challenge, and then also the labor force?
Yeah, well, the labor, I've been in this business since 1992, and we've always lacked labor. And now, obviously, there's a tremendous boom in the housing industry. So the labor pool is at a, it's very much compromised at this point. And it takes a specially talented individual to frame up a full screen enclosure, as opposed to, say, just a framer that frames up a house made of wood. Tolerances are much, much closer. So these guys that build these things, these teams, they're working. Some of them are working 7 days a week, but they're just keep up with the demand. And we always need more labor. We have a bunch of work with us and have been with us for many years. Very talented people. My hat goes off. I watch them install these things. It's just amazing what they can do. They climb up on top of stuff. They walk the beams. They pull the fabric in as they're walking the inch-wide beam. It's just amazing. It's just extremely talented people. Unfortunately, there's not enough of them.
Right.
And as I was saying earlier, the permits are starting to come through a little faster now, which is very, very exciting. Because it's heartbreaking to sell a job and tell a homeowner in 3 months or so until the permit comes through. But that's what it has been. It's starting to be down. We're down around 6-8 weeks in most cases right now. And of course, materials are now being back ordered. A lot of the composite panel roofs, that's a significant back order issue right now in the industry. In some cases, they'll wait 2 to 3 months after the permit hits just to get the roof. So a lot of the installations that take, that include them panel roofs and installations are 4 months out minimum in some cases. And I'm just hoping that the back order issue soon goes away. I'm hoping that this problem is soon resolved within. And then we'll just plug it away. That's the nature of the game. It's business, like anything else.
Yeah.
I'm sure you see it with your homes. When the home is projected to go up in 3 or 4 months or whatever it is, they're a year out in most cases. And a lot of times the permits for the homes are taking in excess of 3 or 4 months. It's just, it's the price that we pay for prosperity.
Yeah, right.
I'm doing fine in the industry, and Tampa Screens is doing fine in the industry, and everybody's making a lot of money. But the consumer to order a home and wait a year is just it's very hard to handle.
Yeah, and a lot of people, when they're putting into order for the home, they're having change orders as well, and they're having to sign new contracts or addendum to contracts, and that's causing a lot of frustration. Even some of my friends that I know that are building a home, they're very frustrated with that process right now.
Right. Well, change orders are never fun. You get the job engineered one way, ready to go, then the change order comes through, and then you have to in some cases re-engineer the entire job. But that's human nature, and if I thought to myself I'd never write up another change order, I may as well just get out of business. People will change their mind about design. Once again, I'm sure you're seeing that with homes as well.
Yep, the market's a frustrating one for a lot of people. The thing that really frustrates me is what I was alluding to earlier, though, is you have a lot of these cash buyers coming in. It's the hedge fund buyers. They're coming in and they're beating out the veterans. These are folks that served our country. They love our country, and they are trying to get into a home. And there are a lot of families relocating from blue states. You got a lot of blue to red state movement, the migration patterns that we're seeing, and it's unprecedented. A lot of times people say, well, it's going to bust. It's going to slow down. When are the prices going to come back down? And I don't think we're in that type of a market. The dynamic has changed. The foundational principles have changed. The lending has changed. The verification of income is there. So a lot of times people will say, well, I'm just going to wait for pricing to come down. I don't think you're going to see that. Definitely not in Florida or South Florida for that matter. Now, there might be certain pockets where, let's say an older condo, start thinking about Surfside, the condo that collapsed that we had. You think about that type of a property. Will that have a potential challenge with that same year, make, and model? Potentially, that could be. But overall, generally speaking, as single-family homes and people looking to buy single-family properties in Tampa Bay, I don't see that slowing down, not one bit.
No, I don't either. And I didn't see anything slowing down back in 04 and 04 and 05, and then everything went bust in 07. but that was a whole different problem, entirely different problem, and we're not going to see that problem as far as I can speculate.
Right.
So this economy in Florida, the housing market, in my opinion, is identical to the way we think it's going to continue to go in an upward direction. I think at some point it may level out, but not drop. I think 2 to 3 years we may see it level out because prices can only go so high, and where a home cannot become unaffordable. If the homes become unaffordable, then obviously it's got to level out at that point. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, homes becoming unaffordable. That was a situation, too, that we saw big time over in Sarasota and Manatee County. It was like one of the biggest talking points is the firemen, the police, they couldn't afford to live within the district where they served, the school teacher, so they had to buy and live out in the suburbs 40, 50 miles away in some cases. So, yeah, that's a great point as well. That can happen as well. Fred Muth, we're going to have to let you go, my friend. Appreciate you joining us on the program. Tampa Screens and Aluminum. Fred Muth, a.k.a. the Tin Man.
Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right, buddy. All right. Hey, another great show. I want to thank Shane Socash, David Reynolds Jewelry and Coin, as well as Clyde Smith, General Manager, Bilmar Beach Resort, here on the Consumer Quarterback Show as well. And we always end our show by saying we want you to please go out there and consider committing a random act of kindness, something as simple as doing something kind for one another, donating some time, donating some blood. Lots of ways that you can be a force for good in the community, help out your neighbor, and continue to tune into our program. Follow us online at Brandon Rhymes1 on Instagram and Twitter, Consumer Quarterback Show page out there as well on Facebook. And we greatly appreciate you supporting the Consumer Quarterback Show, ConsumerQB.com.
You've been listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. Whether it's real estate, consumer, or financial advice, let Brandon call your next play. Contact Brandon Rhymes at 813-670-7372. That's 813-670-7372. Online at ConsumerQB.com. And join us next time for the Consumer Quarterback Show.